Hello BookTube Nation, I'm Sam here again with Barnaby Books, and today I have for you my very special, super excited reading project for November 2020. Today, you can't really see it, but I have on my Fezzik shirt. I'm so excited. So my favorite movie of all time, a lot of those lately on my channel, but my favorite movie is The Princess Bride. And one of my favorite things to do, which I've done multiple times hanging out with my husband, is to watch The Princess Bride followed by Robin Hood Men in Tights. I love that. I love The Princess Bride so much that I actually went to see Cary Elwes speak, and it was lovely. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, it was a gift. So it was just wonderful. He's so funny, and I have so many memories of that movie. So because of all those memories, I wanted to dedicate this reading project in November to my dad, whom I miss very much. And I have a lot of really sweet memories of watching this movie with him, and I love it. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should. I have not finished reading the book. I know, it's awful. My favorite movie. I've read a little bit like in the beginning, but I've watched the movie I don't know how many times. But basically it's about Buttercup and her true love, and you know, it's all about there's pirates and princes and villains and torture chambers, and it's a satire, but it's wonderful. I really enjoy it. So what I thought I would do is I have some prompts for myself. If you want to join in, it's great. But you know, just a little bit more low-key than a readathon. If you want to participate, I'm gonna participate. So yeah, so anyway, this is kind of just for me, but if you have the same love that I do for this movie, please feel free to join me. Let's start at the top. I need to read this. This is, of course, the book, The Princess Bride. This is by William Goldman, and yeah, my favorite movie. I should read the book. I've had it for years. It's been on my shelf. Why haven't I read it? I don't know, because I was busy reading other things, you know. There are some, like, as readers, I know we always feel guilty when we don't get to things we really feel we should have, but there are so many books out there. Like me, I've like tried to read like 20 at a time, and it does not go well for me. So, okay, like, I'm gonna really try. Next thing I would really like to get to, and also because it's nonfiction November, is this. This is As You Wish. This is the Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride by Cary Elwes. This is also with Joe Layden and a foreword by Rob Reiner. And I actually read a pretty good chunk of this once, I think like when I first got it or when I was going to hear him speak, and then I just set it down and I haven't gotten back to it. So yeah, I want to just, you know, start from the beginning, to try, enjoy all the wonderful movie feels this gives me, and enjoy the ride. Now for the ones I've actually made prompts for. So I kind of did different characters, and you'll see. So the first one is Buttercup. For Buttercup, I wanted to read a love story, and I've selected North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. I have read Ruth and a couple of her novellas before. I think my favorite thing by her so far is Lois the Witch, which is a novella about the Salem witch trials. But yeah, this is, I think this is her most famous work, and it's one I've been meaning to get to. So North and South is basically about a family that relocates, and it has a lot to do with the Industrial Revolution, and it is all kind of about like social conscience and like how do you accept the way that people are treated, and how do you assist those that need assistance. But There's also a beautiful love story in here. I have seen the adaptation many years ago, but I do remember enjoying it. I love this cover. This is the vintage red spine edition. But yeah, I'm really excited about trying this, and I can't wait. Next, of course, is Westley, and that is to read a pirate book. And so for this one, I've selected Cinnamon and Gunpowder, and this is by Eli Brown. I've actually heard good things about this one. I just, again, haven't gotten to it. I don't really know much about this other than it features pirates, and that's a buzzword for me. So if I hear good things about a book and I know it involves pirates, I typically will pick it up if I get a chance to. Next is Inigo. You killed my father, prepare to die. Yeah, so anyway, I love that whole concept of revenge that runs through the movie. And so for this one, I wanted to read a book featuring revenge. I'm pretty sure this does. This is Agatha Christie, and then there was none. I read her Murder at the Vicarage earlier this year, which is her first Miss Marple book, and I really enjoyed it. So thought I would give this one a go. From what I understand, this is about a group of people that are called to an island, and then they all start disappearing. Sounds a lot like Clue, which is in my probably top 10 of my favorite movies. So yeah. Next is Fezzik, and that is to read a big book, because let's face it, Andre the Giant was a big dude. Yeah, I love him. I love his portrayal in the movie. Yeah, and so I've picked The Priory by Dorothy Whipple. I don't know a lot about this one, but I love Persephone classics, and this is one of their larger ones. I believe this is set in an older large manor house in England, and it has to do with family relations, but that's all I really know. Next is Vizzini, and for him, I decided to go with literary fiction, because we all know that he is the smartest person in the world, right? Vizzini is very focused on his mental acumen, and that is really all he cares about. So for this, I've selected The Death of Vivek, and this is by Akwaeke Emezi. And I've heard really good things about this one. I believe Simon at Savage Reads really enjoyed this. I'll link his channel down below. I'm sure you all know about Simon. But anyway, yeah, I don't know a lot about this. It was book of the month. It got good ratings. I know Simon was interested in it, so I picked it up. Marriage. Yeah, do you know there's actually like a thing where people have princess bride weddings, and they have like the pastor or the priest or the monk or whoever do the marriage scene from the movie as their wedding vows? That's legit. Apparently it happens. Maybe I'll renew my vows like that one day, since me and my husband both really love this movie. Anyway, so I picked a book about marriage, and that is Richard Yates, Revolutionary Road. Now I've heard that this isn't necessarily like a super successful marriage. I've heard that it's about like two younger people, and it's about kind of like when they're starting out in their marriage and things don't go exactly how they think they're gonna go, and maybe they feel kind of trapped or something, and it kind of explores those feelings and things like that. I know Mercedes at Mercy's Bookish Musings, I remember years ago, like she was talking about this, and I think I've heard a lot of other people mention it as well, but I think she might have been the first person I heard mention it. I think Ange from Beyond the Pages likes this as well. I'll link both their channels down below. I'm sure you're subscribed to them as well. They're lovely. So yeah, so I'm excited to check this one out. I really love this cover. It has kind of that small town, like suburban feel to it, and it's really making me feel what I think the book is going to be about. So yeah, hopefully that's good marketing. Also, this will be my first Richard Yates, and I've really been meaning to get to him, so I'm excited about that. So, and then finally for Prince Humperdinck, I just decided to do his 4 fastest ships, which means I have 8 books here. I would like to finish 4. That's my personal goal. I have a lot of other books that I started and haven't finished. I have a habit of doing that, and I would really like to finish some of those before like the Christmas and New Year's season starts. number one, for my Goodreads goal, but number two, I kind of like to finish books like that before the holidays start because I love to read Christmas and holiday season feel good type books. We'll see how it goes. Oh, also, and I'm supposed to watch the movie in November because that's what sparked this whole thing. So yeah, so if you want to join in, please feel free to do so. I probably will post like updates about how I'm doing on the, like what page I'm on and stuff like that, like the automatic Twitter updates. I may also post some just funny like movie blurbs or something. Maybe some gifs. We've had this discussion many times with my family and no one can decide which it is. So whichever you call it, that's it. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I will have another wrap up coming for you soon. I'll have my October wrap up, of course. And then I'm going to combine a bunch of months together, I think, because I had a bunch of readathons, but I did finish some other things outside of those readathons. Plus, I still need to wrap up A Very Modern Classic August for you, which was fairly successful, and I would love to talk to you about those books. So, but I think because I had other readathons, I wanted to kind of like put them all together. So that may be August, September, and October, or it may just be August and September. We'll see, but that is coming, I promise. Other than that, that's all I had for you today. If you're new, hi. If you're returning, thank you so much. Farewell for now. Bye-bye.